Good morning, guys. Welcome to my YouTube video where I will be teaching you how to do a grayscale application in C Sharp. Here we are using Visual Studios 2022, and I'm here creating a new Windows file. Here we go. Let's name it grayscale sample. There we go. Then we have the forms. You can see the button is up there. We're gonna disable that. You can see they're still there. Let's exit and then disable that real quick. False, and then move on to the, here we go. And then we're gonna center the image here, and we're gonna set that to a higher sizing there, so it's not that small for the viewers. Let's get a picture box. First we need to look for a picture box. Usually this is what you put. You're gonna resize that, and you can just copy and paste, but you have to set the boundary or borders first. Yeah, click single, and then we're gonna view here. You're gonna rename that. You have to rename it to the type of image box you want. You can see that there are text and there are design. Design is meant for your component to have a different name. That's what we're doing here, so that it's not that confusing to you. We have a button for the grayscale. We can rename the text, or put what we want on the text. Rename the button itself so that it's not confusing. The grayscale button, the image selector button. Here we go. This is to select the image, so we only have two buttons since this is only a simple program. We're not gonna make it so complicated. So let's double tap that button so that we can go to the form. So this is the form design, and this form, you can see this is where we'll code, and then we're gonna type using open form dialog, file dialog. This allows us to open the file manager and select our components. I'm gonna leave some comments here just in case you guys want to view the code. I'll probably post it some other time. So after creating that, after being able to open the file manager, we're gonna have to make sure, or we're gonna have to analyze when our user will press OK. So that's what we're trying to do here. We're placing an if statement that allows us to identify if the user has selected a file. If they have selected a file, that's when we will send the file to the picture box. This will take a while since I'm still writing comments. And then here we go. We can see that this is the area, and this is the part of the code where you will place the code for us to place the image selected on the picture box. And you have to make sure that the picture box name is the same one on the design category. See, we're looking at it here. I'm gonna specify it on the code. And we're gonna place this line of code here, that image, and then you bitmap. You're gonna have to bitmap everything. If you'll notice that most images we bitmap them. Yeah. So here we have the images I've selected. Don't worry, these images are safe. You see that these images haven't adjusted here. Yeah. That's mainly due to the fact that we've just let it auto size. So now we're changing it to stretch image. As you can see, it's fine. It's already fixed. So when we're selecting an image, I'm gonna resize this for a bit. Seems confusing or strange to look at. The resolution isn't, that's right, kind of pixelated. Well, so we have this here. Change that. You select an image. So proceeding to the calculation of the grayscale part, that's gonna be on a different button. where we're gonna set a bitmap. We're gonna bitmap the image in the first picture box. Here we're setting it here. Picture box. So we're gonna set, after bitmapping the previous or the other picture box, what we need to do is to initialize our rows and our columns. So how this works is the same way as matrices. We're gonna have to target our rows and columns individually. Like we're gonna have to target each pixel individually. So we're gonna have to traverse through all of the pixels by starting from the top, then moving to the right, and then decrementing or going to the bottom. So horizontal first, and then we're gonna target it vertically from there. So here, after initializing not X and Y, rows and columns, we can see that we're creating a nested for loop within another for loop. This is to make sure that we're going from left to right first. That's what the nested for loop is for. And the outside for loop is assuring us that we are gonna scan it from top to bottom, as you can see. Wait, never mind. In this case, it's reverse, since usually that would be you can reverse the process. In this case, we're targeting the height first, so it's gonna go from top to bottom all the way to the right side from the left side. So we're gonna start with the first column, and then we're gonna finish with the last. And what we're gonna do per pixel is we're gonna calculate a new color by identifying our current color. So as we can see here, we are targeting per pixel, set pixel, rows and columns. So the set pixel in that specific column, we're trying to obtain its color first. We're trying to obtain the RGB. After obtaining the RGB, we're gonna create a formula for that, which is generally derived from whatever type of filter you're trying to make. Right now, we're trying to make grayscale, so the type of formula you would have is you're gonna multiply R, G, and B with certain decimals that would equate to 1, and you're gonna add all of those decimals. So this is gonna take quite some time. I was still figuring out what set of digits to place. Well, in reality, you're still gonna make a grayscale filter with the gray tones, as long as it equates to 1 or near 1. So in this case, I'm trying to place I accidentally placed 0.6, but that's gonna be 0.299 later, and 0.5 for something, and that's for R and then G respectively. And then for B, I decided to go with the 0.114. If you add those together, they're gonna sum up to something similar. So here we go. After adding all of them, do not forget to cast them as an int, since these are color values, and you have to know also that these color values have a limit of 255. That's why we're also keeping it to a minimum. After that, we will then create a variable called gray color. This will be a certain type of color, and this will be set with an RGB of the same color or the same integer that was created when we multiplied our red, green, blue values with the multipliers that equated to 1. So you can see, we're setting that here. In this case, let me leave out some comments for a while. I want to specify here that it equates to 1, the multipliers, I mean. When I'm referring to multipliers, it's the 0.299, 0.5 something, and the 0.114. That's multiplied to the R, G, and B. Mm. And now we're trying to set the specific pixel that we're currently in. We're trying to set it with the gray color. After all of that, we should be able to place this pixel on the image or the picture box. So what's gonna happen first is we're gonna scan the entire image, restructure it, and then place that restructured image on the newly created picture box, or sorry, on the next picture box. You can see here that the we're still bitmapping. We're creating another bitmap, and the image created, or the restructured image, is being injected to that bitmap, and that bitmap is being uploaded to the image of the next picture box. I created a mistake. I used new color instead of gray color, so here we are. So we have these sets of images. Let's try. Let's give it a shot. It's gonna take a while since these images have a lot of pixels. There are some images that have a lower pixel count. These, let's see, we can see here that it worked fine. It produced shades of gray. Next image, we're gonna try the flower. Hopefully it looks good. I got these images again on pexels.com, so they're free, and hopefully this won't be subject to any form of IP or copyright. There we go, and that's it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope there were a lot of learnings. You can also do something like this, like you can shortcut your code sometimes, I don't know, for efficient coding. Again, these are just things that I like to do. I will upload the repository for the code somewhere in the description. Hope you will, if you want to use the code, feel free to do so. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next time. Comment down below what kind of videos you want me to make next. Thank you.